So what was Dele saying in 2016?
So Dele's had a difficult childhood. So again, I don't want to make excuses, but you know,
one said they're having a shot again.
Keynes.
It's blocked.
So his mum was basically went into foster foster home, and he was a little bit out there, you know, on the streets a bit, whatnot. There we go, lovely ball.
Bergwijn in behind into Bergwijn in the box. Bergwijn,
nice cross.
He has a shot, and it's a good save from the
stinger.
keeper.
It's a
Straight
rocket.
at the keeper.
Yeah.
Right hand side, tight angle.
He's earned us a corner, isn't he?
He has a corner to Spurs, but he's looking really sharp.
He's
today,
looking good.
Bergwijn.
See, if you're not going to score, at least get it on target, because at least you get a corner. So well done to Stevie B. He's probably been our best attacker.
Yeah, he's
but I'll tell you what,
sharp.
Him and Son has turned into Kane in this match.
Yeah, look how he's finding all these passes.
Yeah, with the supply.
Haven't seen Bergwijn look
and it's
sharp
good to
in
see
a while.
Dele following up and yeah. I mean, look, Dele's had a difficult upbringing, you know, when he was a young boy, teenage. Don't want to make excuses for him. He should be well over that, and 100 and whatever grand a week or whatever it is. So, you know, I don't want to say money's the answer to everything, but I think the money's got to him. I think the fashion and the whole image.
Do you think it was too much too soon? Everyone was worried about
happens
that.
to players.
I remember everyone was saying, you know, Dele, as long as Dele keeps his feet on the ground,
the new contract,
then he'll be a special player. And then do you think maybe he hasn't? Maybe
good corner.
Bit of a, you know.
I think the money has damaged him.
Mourinho alluded to it, didn't he, in the documentary? He said, "I don't know if you're a party boy or that's what you like to do."
Well, you know what?
You
look at Harry Kane, right? The money hasn't changed him a bit, and you're playing with this guy. You know, he's there every day. He should be the role model for Dele Alli. He should be the player. Someone like Højbjerg should be the model, the role model. So, you know, luckily you haven't got too many bad boys at Tottenham, you know, that are into all the wrong things. But Dele's gone off on one. And I think he's realized that people have realized what he's about, you know, that the kind of popularity he had has run out. People are looking at him saying, what the hell's happened to Dele Alli? I speak to non-Tottenham fans, what's happened to Dele Alli? So he's lost that whole fan base. So I think it's time he...
it's a good ball by Lucas to Doherty. He's in behind on the right-hand side. He's going to win
another
a corner, is he?
Yeah,
he's won a corner.
Brilliant. So I think the jury's out, and I think,
you know... It is, and unfortunately, the worrying thing as well with Dele is... like we've seen as well, like him put in like great performances here and there, but never consistently. So it's like now, even when we see a good performance, it's like, okay, he's played well today, but when's the next bad one coming along at the moment? And that's the problem with him. He's kind of lost a lot of trust.
I think, you know, all players are not going to put in eights every game, but if you're having a bad day at the office,
it's a header from a corner.
Another corner, is it?
Wide.
No,
it's going to be another corner.
I think, look, every player's going to have a 5 or a 6, but if you see effort and your opposition players just got the better of you, know, it's a Van Dijk or whoever it is, and you say, right, okay, you know what, you had me in your pocket, but you put in the effort. I don't think a lot of Tottenham fans are going to argue with effort. Not any football fans going to argue with a player putting in 100%. It's when you see Dele or some of our players being lazy and walking around head down. Where's your leadership? Where's the fighter in you? Where's the guy that wants to get on with it? And, you know, maybe the money's ruined him. Maybe the popularity's ruined him. Maybe his personal relationships. You know, I spoke a little bit about his past, whatnot. But now he's got everything, right? He's been there 3-4 years. He's got a stable environment. He's got his last opportunity with Nuno and probably with Tottenham. So if he doesn't do it in the next 2-3 months, I'll give up with him within 5 games. If I don't see enough, I'll probably give up.
Yeah,
because I can't find any more excuses for him, Sim.
Yeah, because he's been off form now for nearly 3 years. It's coming nearly 3 years, and that is a long time, especially in a footballer's career.
Yeah,
you can't be off the ball for 3 years and expect to just come back.
We were all going to sell him in Jan. We were going to sell him.
PSG.
You know, Jose wanted him out. Poch wanted him, whatnot.
What do you think last season? Mourinho treated him unfairly, or do you think he was right?
I think Dele admitted it himself. You know, I didn't. You know, he said it himself. I wasn't at the races mentally, physically. The demands that Jose puts on players are huge because he looks for winners. And he can divide because he's not going to be, you know, your mate necessarily. He's going to tell you to your face if he thinks you're crap. And he's done that with players. And sometimes you get a reaction. And a lot of the other time you get players sulk and go anti on you and gang up on you and stuff like that. Jose doesn't help himself sometimes as well. I'm not going to blame it all on players. I think Jose has to take responsibility. He does make some silly decisions. But I think Jose woke him up. You know, who are you? Are you Dele Alli or are you Dele Alli's brother? So I think, you know, Jose was good for him. It was like a strict kind of autocratic way to manage him, you know.
It's a good ball by Dele there into Son.
Offside.
Is Son offside? No, he's not. He's onside. He lays off Lucas to Bergwijn.
Lovely football. Spurs knocking
Quick
it about.
one-touch football, but being forced backwards. But Dele's been finding some really nice
passes.
and he's just done again as well to
What's
Son.
a ball?
And Son, it's 1-0. 1-0 to Tottenham. Heung-min Son buries it.
It's offside.
Is it offside? No, I don't know if it's offside.
It's offside.
Yeah, it is offside. It is offside.
It was a great ball by Dele. It was a great ball by Dele, man.
That was brilliant by Dele Alli.
That was the second good ball he's put through. One with his
within
left
a minute.
It's
very loud.
That trickery's
is that offside? Oh, that's tight.
That's a nutmeg. That's a nutmeg through ball. It's
a lovely ball by Dele. He seems like look. I'm about to say he seems like a man today with a point to prove. But I remember last season. I don't remember last pre-season. Everyone was waxing lyrical about Dele, saying, this is the real Dele. Remember Eric Dyer said, "This Dele makes me excited." So it's not nothing we haven't seen.
I think it's a mentality thing, isn't it? We all know he's got skills. He looks fit. Running around and doing all his drills. He looks fit. It's just a mentality thing. It's the giving up bit. He's giving up. And he needs to let go of ego or pride or what people say about him in the press or what his own manager says. He needs to prove it to himself because he's really let himself down, and he should be in that World Cup squad.
Exactly, he shouldn't be watching the Euros at home. Dele Alli, he knows that.
Talent-wise, it's ridiculous what he's got. And you look at players like Barkley, Dele Alli, and you think, these boys were supposed to go on and dominate, but he's on his last season now, Sim.
Yeah, I think that as well. But hopefully Nuno can be the guy to get the best out of him.
Yeah.
The only question is there a place for him under Nuno? Depends what formation he likes to play. If we are going to play two up top, it's like, where is he going to fit in? Is there a space for a player to play behind the striker if we play two up top? Yeah. If we're not playing five at the back,
play him on the left or the right, I guess. You could potentially
that's just
not his ideal position. Yeah,
that's the thing. But if we are look, today we're playing 4-2-3-1, so maybe we're looking like
I think that's where Dele's not done himself proud, because he should have been a bit more versatile in the way
he used to be able to play in that deep role, wouldn't he?
And he used to play on the Poch used to put him on the left.
Yeah, you can't really do that anymore. Now it's like either he plays in the hole or he didn't.
I feel when Kane's out, it makes that space, done it for Sonny to go down the middle, and then obviously Dele's come in. But yeah, it's an interesting one with him. It's an interesting one, and we'll see what happens. But he's now run out of time and run out of excuses. So it's up to Dele now to do what we all know he can do.